This week, we get a glimpse at battle scars, prepare to fight the Empire, and more. That's the end? Well, I have some questions. Let's get to the news and hope this gag pays off. Star Wars Jedi Survivor arrives for gaming consoles next year, but today we have an exciting glimpse of the tie-in novel hitting bookstores next spring. We're thrilled to reveal the cover of Star Wars Jedi Battle Scars, the new novel by Sam Maggs featuring Jedi Cal Kestis, Merrin the Night Sister, Seer Grease, and the fearsome face of the fifth brother Inquisitor looming overhead. Set in the years before Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the book finds Cal and the Stinger Mantis crew, including BD-1, not pictured on the cover but tip-tapping in all of our hearts, exploring the galaxy and helping those in need, including an Imperial deserter. Star Wars Jedi Battle Scars arrives March 7th, but you can take a closer look at that cover art and a synopsis of the story on starwars.com/thisweeknow. Star Wars The High Republic show will see its final episode of the year this month. If you have any questions you want answered by the creators, tweet them using this handy-dandy hashtag below. And our good friend Christina Ariel just might get them answered. It's our last week to talk Andor now that the season finale is out. If you're still savoring season 1, skip ahead to the timestamp below. In the penultimate episode, Daughter of Ferrix, the mothers of Andor had a rough week of it. Mon Mothma tearfully came to terms with her deal with Davo. Cyril didn't have any time for Edie while wasting time on the phone with his friend Linus Musk. And while Cassian and Melshi were escaping Narkina 5 thanks to the Pamular brothers back on Ferrix, Maarva Andor was taking her last breath.
I want Mama Maarva.
Oh, us too, buddy. Which brought it all back home for the grand finale, Episode 12, Rick's Road. Clearly, the Empire's stranglehold on Ferrix is having quite the effect on the community at large. But at Maarva's funeral, the tension reaches a fever pitch. Cassian returns to say goodbye to his family and to help his friend Bix, who's still enduring torture at the hands of the Empire. Cassian's BFF Brasso delivers a message that somehow makes us love the character even more. And we are founding members of the Brasso fan club over here. Then a seemingly premature funeral dirge kicks off a mournful procession that catches the Empire off guard. And who could have guessed that even in death, Maarva Andor would have the last word, a rallying cry delivered by loyal droid B2EMO to touch off a riot of epic proportions.
Fight the Empire!
We're also founding members of the B Fan Club over here. Watch or rewatch all 12 episodes in Season 1 of Andor now, streaming on Disney+. At the premiere of Andor, Fiona Shaw joked that the show might actually be named after her character Maarva, and now I think that just might be true. To celebrate the season finale, we asked Cassian Andor himself, Diego Luna, to tell us why Maarva Andor is so essential to Cassian's journey so far. Here's what he had to say.
One thing we don't know about Cassian is how important his relation with his mom is and what she means and what she stands for. It's what she's willing to do. She decides to stay. She decides to be a part of a community where she feels useful. And she decides that there is no other priority that matters but freedom and justice. And I think that means a lot in the arc of Cassian. But it's also the people he meets, in the process. He meets many people that are willing to sacrifice what they have and that also believe in something bigger than them. And the chance to redeem yourself. We tend to blame ourselves so much for our mistakes that we forget that we're capable of becoming someone else. And our mistakes might not be something we're proud of, but it might be what we can learn the most out of in our lives. And I think Cassian realizes that if I learn to forgive myself, I have a chance to be better, to do the right thing, to be good for others. Sometimes the worst enemy you have is yourself, and he is willing to battle with that demon that is inside.
Thanks, Diego. That's it for this week, but for more on these stories and other news from around the galaxy, check out StarWars.com. And be sure to join us right here for This Week in Star Wars every Thursday. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.